Hello?
It's been a great first year, from the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless and factual content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24. Or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless and factual content.
Hello?
It's been a great first year, from the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines.
They've got an awful lot of coffee in Brazil.
Good morning to you out there. This is the AM Club Live on MX24 and my name is the one and only Edma Ohima Lawe.
And my name is Godwin Namboh. It's Wednesday the 10th of November 2021, meaning some 45 days to Christmas. The countdown begins and you're welcome to the AM Club, coming to you live from our Silicon Square studios here in East Legon, Accra.
How are you, Godwin?
I'm well, thank you.
Okay, are you not going to ask me how I am?
How are you doing?
So, today I had the craziest morning, okay? So, basically, now, I don't know if we should do a lifestyle daily topic on Ghanaian mechanics. They brought my car yesterday, and this morning, as I was driving, it just stopped working.
Wow.
So, I literally got to work around 7. And I used 25 to 30 minutes to do my hair, my makeup.
That was fast.
How does it look?
It looks good.
Thank you.
I mean, you're always on point when it comes to
I'm not
your
wearing
hair and
eyelashes
makeup.
though.
Do you know, I haven't noticed?
Really?
Yeah, because you have okay lashes.
Okay. All right. Then.
Oh, you wear lashes every day?
Yes, every day.
No, wow.
That means I do it well. Thank you. I'll take it as a compliment.
And I like the dress.
Thank you. And you look great yourself.
Thank you very much.
Are you cold?
Not really, just...
But I like the swag though.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. But yes, so this is the AM Club and we are home to loads of fun, fearless and factual content. And we'll be keeping you entertained, inspired and informed for the next 2 hours.
Absolutely. Now, first of all, you need to look out for Coffee Daily. It is our very first segment. We're just taking a look at what has been happening in the world in the last 24 hours. And it's proudly sponsored by Asili Coffee.
And the big conversation comes up next with Lifestyle Daily, where we take a look at issues affecting your everyday living. And in today's episode, we are going to have a conversation about childbirth, if it's a must or a choice. I'm very, excited for that one.
I don't know why I stand in this particular.
Why you don't know where you stand?
Yeah. And sometimes
But you would want to have children, right?
I do. Sometimes I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how you're feeling.
Exactly.
What if it happens? I mean, if it happens.
It happens that I have a child.
Yeah.
Okay. It can't happen that I have to plan for it.
No, but just imagine it happens.
It won't happen just like that.
So are you saying that?
No. I'm very.
Don't put you on the
Guys,
spot.
our hashtag today is Fashion Wednesday, as you can rightly see, and Edma is looking very good. We'll be learning how to draw a perfect eyebrow with Linda Mensah, the founder of Black Cherry Makeup. If you want perfect brows like Edma's, you've got to stay tuned.
Okay, and on the plot today, we will have a performance from Poet Rapper. Remember, this is the AM Club where you are a major part of the show. So do join us online via Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at MX24GH. Or you can just tweet at us with the hashtag the AM Club on MX24, well, at MX24GH.
Indeed, and if you also want to reach us on our WhatsApp line, it's going to be on your screens at 0550-331-511. 0550-331-511. Send us your comments, voice note, video reactions to all the stories we're going to cover on the show today.
Yes, and also do let me know if I look good. I mean, I like your compliments. I like to know, because today my makeup was done in a rush.
That's good.
Are you sure?
It's good. I see the blush. Is it the blush you guys call it?
Yes, blush and highlight.
With shiny
Highlights.
stuff on it. It's really cool.
Okay, cool. All right,
Yeah,
but guys, let me know. Okay, so send your thoughts and comments to our WhatsApp number 0550-331-511. But it's now time for hashtag My Daily Dose of Him. Tell us what keeps you inspired. Send it to our WhatsApp number at 0550-331-511, and we will air it right here on the AM Club. In the meantime, Idrisu from Ashiaman shared Tough Seed by Stonebwoy as his daily dose of Him. Enjoy.
Man are tough.
Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless, and factual
Mother's
content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless, and factual content. It's been a great first year, from the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless, and factual content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24. Or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at Let There Be Fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless, and factual content.
Hello?
It's been a great first year, from the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless, and factual content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV
In on our WhatsApp number, okay? I just need to do this. So, Godwin, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so this person said, good morning, MX24. In fact, just gotten in love with you two guys in the studio. You made my day already. Savior from the Volta region, Sagakope, the best station so far. Thank you. And then this person, is it? Oh, okay. Now this person said, hello, my number one presenters. You are all looking so good. To be honest, Ohima, I love your makeup today. Thank you. And then one more before we move on to the trending stories. This person said, good morning, I love you all. Keep up the good work. And Pearl from Abuakwa. Well, keep sending in your thoughts and comments to our WhatsApp number and I'll make sure to read them. Godwin, first story.
Yes, indeed, my first story. Let's get into it. Now, 16 driver unions are demanding that the government scrap some taxes on petroleum products. According to the Coalition of Private Transport Associations, the Energy Debt Recovery Levy, the Road Fund Levy, Energy Sector Levy, Sanitation Levy, and Special Petroleum Levy serves no useful purpose and needs to be scrapped. A litre of petrol and diesel currently sells at 6.90 cedis at major oil marketing companies, and the unions say they cannot continue to put up with such high prices. They say should their caution go unheeded, they will be forced to withdraw their services from tomorrow, Thursday, at 3 p.m.
Do you agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't think, of course, I'm not enjoying buying fuel at 6.90 per litre. It's too much.
Yeah.
So I totally agree with this.
But then I also do understand that there are some levies and taxes that have been imposed on petroleum products that really do not serve its purpose. Some of them were imposed because of maybe some financial, economic difficulties that we were going to cover and cushion some of these hardships. But then now that it had stabilized, why is it still there? They should take it off. I agree with them as well. But let's move on to the outcome of Shatta Wale's court case. The Accra Circuit Court 4 has ordered the release of mobile phones belonging to Shatta Wale and his teammates, which were in police possession. The lawyer for the dancehall artist and his team members argued that his client is a lifestyle and entertainment personality who largely depend on their mobile phones, and keeping them will hinder their survival. And the judge ruled in favor of the defense on the matter. The case has been adjourned to December 7, 2021.
Totally. Please give them back their phones, okay?
But what has the phones got to do with anything?
No, you know when you get arrested, they take your personal stuff from you.
Belongings and all of that.
Yeah, so they have to give back to them so that they can...
Yeah, absolutely, I agree with
They can do business whilst they are standing trial.
Yeah. I mean, they are, like they said, they are, you know, artists, so they do
That's how they live.
Exactly,
you know,
they do need to post on Instagram, Snapchat, all these social media platforms and all of that.
To make money, yeah.
But in other news, the Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, has rejected reports that the government is seeking to return to the International Monetary Fund for program support and bailout. There have been reports that the government is in the process of going to the IMF for some program support to address the current pressure on revenue, rising debt stock, and troubling budget deficit. However, the Finance Minister noted that the government is putting in place measures to improve revenue mobilization.
Please do. Please do.
But he did mention that the government have bought shares on the Eurobond market, so they are going to use that as the last resort to help boost the local economy. So it's not the IMF, but it's the Eurobond market. Yeah.
Okay. Let's
move on to sports.
Yes, indeed. Let's do some sports stories now. 24 Black Stars players have made the trip to South Africa for the 2022 World Cup qualifier against Ethiopia. 15 players trained in Accra on Monday as the team started preparations for the final 2 games of Group G. The Black Stars trained yesterday morning ahead of the trip to Johannesburg. Ghana is hoping to make a return to the World Cup after missing out in the 2018 edition in Russia. A win over Ethiopia and South Africa will guarantee Ghana a place in the playoffs. Meanwhile, Jonathan Mensah, Thomas Partey and Felix Afena-Gyan did not join the team to South Africa for the clash against Ethiopia tomorrow, but we are still hopeful. We are still hopeful. Thomas is such a prominent player in the team.
Absolutely. But then, do you know one thing I also like is the fact that I think with this new Ghana coach, he knows that we cannot solely rely on one individual just because maybe they are a solid player or they contribute immensely. Well, I think what he's trying to do is boost the potential of each and every single individual's ability, so that eventually when one player that is very needed or is a key player in the team is not available, they can still sustain the team and win. So I like that about him. You know,
he's not running at Barcelona, eh? You see what I did there? Let's do some NBA action, shall we? Giannis Antetokounmpo scored 31 points and 16 rebounds as Milwaukee Bucks held off the short-handed Philadelphia 76ers 118-109 last night. Bobby Portis added 19 points for the NBA champions, who played a day after celebrating the franchise's first title in 50 years with a trip to visit President Joe Biden at the White House. The Bucks won for just the second time in the last 7. And let me let you know that in the Eastern Conference, Miami Heat is leading, is at top of the table, followed by the Chicago Bulls. I'm just saying that.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
Lakers is, however, number 10 in the Western Conference.
But did I tell you that Lakers, Heat, Warriors, and Bulls are my top 4 teams when it comes to NBA?
It's like saying Accra House of Folk, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Legon Cities, and Brekum Chelsea.
No, not even Brekum Chelsea. Brekum Chelsea so can. Yes.
How?
So you support multiple teams. It's allowed.
So when one feels,
exactly.
I come and join Liverpool.
Nay. Nay.
Let's do some tech news, shall we?
Yes, okay. So Facebook has, for the first time, released data about the prevalence of bullying and harassment on the social media network and its photo service Instagram. According to the data, bullying and harassment content from July to September was seen between 14 and 15 times per every 10,000 views of content on Facebook. And on Instagram, it was between 5 to 6 times per 10,000 views of content. The company also took down 9.2 million pieces of bullying and harassment content on Facebook during the third quarter, and a total of 7.8 million content on Instagram was also pulled down. Who is going on social media bullying people?
They have the opportunity to just share their opinions without being seen or without being known. So
exactly.
Who cares?
So basically they hide behind pages and they feel like, you know what, nobody can see me, so let me just, you know.
Just say my mind and go. Nobody can. I mean, sometimes.
No, there's a way of saying your mind without you necessarily having to bully somebody or be rude or be mean.
Sometimes they may not know they're bullying. It's just the attitude, terrible attitude, poor attitude. Really, that's what it is.
Yeah, they don't know any
What
better.
makes you think you have an opinion over somebody else?
Yeah.
Honestly, on social media.
But anyways, before we move on to MX Breaks, let me go through some more WhatsApp messages because they keep pouring in and I love it. Okay, so this person said, hello, good morning. I love your makeup. You look beautiful. Spartan from Kaswa. Hello, Spartan. This person said, you look extra beautiful today. Keep inspiring us every day. May God bless all MX24 workers. Emmanuel Damte from Akwetia. Did I say that right?
Akwetia, yes.
Hey, today I am on a roll with my G. But this person said, I'm Candyman and watching you live from Agona Swedru. Godwin, Agona Swedru.
You're getting it right.
Hey!
On point
So
today,
he said, you guys are the best. Shout out to the Yaya Dom group in Agona Swedru.
Yaya Dom.
Yaya Dom. Hey.
We are a clique.
Okay, one last one. Edma, you look more beautiful this morning from Maxwell in Hull. Maxwell, mwah, chop kiss, okay. Thank you very much. Anyways, it's now time for us to move to entertainment and showbiz news, and Godwin is going to take that. Godwin, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Shall I? All right, we are live right here on the AM Club with MX Breaks, where we bring you all the updates in lifestyle and entertainment in Ghana and around the world. And let's jump straight into it, shall we? Let's begin over here. Kwame Eugene is always in trouble with sampling music, but now he no longer cares. When asked how he feels about people constantly on his case, he claimed 2 things. He says, people are just jealous that he's had more bangers in a shorter amount of time. And secondly, there is nothing new under the sun, so he can't be blamed. I mean, the gentleman is not wrong. His latest back and forth is with CJ Biggerman, who claims that not only did Kwame Eugene steal, but he ought to pay royalties in addition. We have both versions here, so let's have a look.
Are you wrote it there and there? I gonna make you on. Gimme, baby, make you gimme. I want to show you loving. I go take you to my city. Loneliness, they make a look pity. You want me to sing your me before you go see me. I say experience is the best teacher. Then for be the best student, you can say.
Call me big. I'm going to call me Bigger Man. Call me Eugene and CJ Bigger Man on it. Adam, did you spot any?
I couldn't really. Did you hear it? No, I couldn't hear it myself as well. I was paying so much attention, trying to listen to it, but I couldn't hear anything.
What? So is the lyrics or what?
I have no idea.
Why do I always feel like when it comes to Kwame Eugene and this sampling thing, it's all for promo?
Sometimes I feel like they do it for promo.
Yeah, it's all for promo.
I feel like it's a way to hype the song. It's a way for people to get to talk about the song. But do you know what? Let's listen to the video again.
Are you wrote it there and there? I gonna make you on. Gimme, baby, make you gimme. I want to show you loving. I go take you to my city. Loneliness, they make a look pity. You want me to sing your me before you go see me.
Oh, yeah, it's just the see me part, because just that part, like I said, before you go see me, and I think is the line or it's, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know. Anyways, let's move on to the next story because I can't figure it out. Maybe somebody who has better hearing than I do would be able to figure that out because I can't.
I quite got that.
Me too.
But anyways, the minute it was announced that people could travel, Burna Boy has been out and about. Olua, the African giant, has been touring Europe and was just in Sweden. Now, during his set, a young man was filmed singing his lyrics to the song Preemie word for word. That video of the boy quickly went viral, and Burna decided to gift him a little present, a Louis Vuitton belt worn by Burna Boy himself. Let's have a look.
It's the only thing I can't comprehend. There's a lot going on up in my head, but I wouldn't change anything. Not even all of my bad luck, not even all the times I broke the law. Whoa, lately I've been on my soul. Welcome, mama, to the floor. I see the butterfly. That's so cute. Oh my God. I want to shoot. Nowhere.
And they call me Burna Boy.
He actually sounded like him as well. That is amazing. I love when artists or celebrities actually gift their fans something.
Yeah?
And I just love how the fan was so much into his music, just singing along and dancing to his music. If I was him, I would have done the same thing.
Do you think he's a white boy?
No, it's not even because he's Caucasian. I think it's just the fact that he is, like, look at him. He was just so much into the song, like, buzzing to it, dancing to it. I would have done the same thing. He was at front row, so I would have seen him. I would have exactly done the same thing. But yeah,
nice.
You know what? Somebody tweeted at me yesterday saying that I say exactly too much. So I told the person that I'm going to try my possible best not to say exactly as
the
much.
Word exactly?
Yeah, the word exactly. Not to say it as much as I usually do.
Eh?
Sometimes I even do it without realizing. So when I do it, please let me know. Okay, just message me on Instagram or on Twitter with the hashtag DAM Club and let me know that Ohima today you said exactly maybe 10,000 times. Let me know. Okay.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Now, the moment The Rock joined the Fast and Furious family, fans felt it was complete. However, though they were a family in the movie, the two big guys weren't fans of each other. Vin Diesel and Dwayne The Rock Johnson famously didn't get along on any of the sets for the movies on which they worked together. They've even shared that they struggled working together due to not seeing eye to eye. But all that is about to change. The Rock had previously said that he would no longer be part of the franchise, but Vin Diesel has extended an olive branch. In a social media post, he asked for The Rock to return to the franchise as the last and final installment wouldn't be the same without him. What do you guys think? I mean,
They look too much. Yeah, I feel like they even look alike
Yeah,
at one
two
point. Like they're
alpha
both, they both have muscles and.
Yeah, it's like two lions. But I mean, it's Vin Diesel's movie, so.
Exactly. Maybe he felt like The Rock was trying to take over.
No, these are.
But you know, sometimes you can actually have a very small role in a movie, but you be the star of the role. The star of the movie.
Well, The Rock has been part of the Fast and Furious franchise for years.
I know, but still.
So many of the sequels he was in. So
I feel like maybe it's a character, it's an ego thing.
It probably is.
Yeah.
It probably is.
It's an ego
or maybe
thing.
to his promo.
Sure. You never know.
I feel this way about many of these things. Anyways, Prince Harry can do nothing right at this point in the eyes of the public. Earlier this year, it was announced that he and Meghan had signed a $250 million deal with Netflix. Already, that drew some heavy backlash, but now it's worse. Fans have been complaining about Netflix's series, The Crown, loosely based on the royal family. I love that show. Now, fans feel as though the series' portrayal of Princess Diana is highly inaccurate and disrespectful. Amid all the complaints, people noticed that not only has Prince Harry not commented, but that he also hasn't ended the Netflix deal. Unsurprisingly, people aren't taking it that well. I beg your pardon. He sees nothing wrong with the show, so...
Maybe he doesn't even watch the show. How do you know? No, seriously, maybe he doesn't actually watch the show. Just because it's about my family doesn't necessarily mean I watch it.
I'm sure he watches it.
No, but maybe he actually doesn't.
It's possible that he hasn't
But
watched
then
it.
if he does, and he feels like, okay, I don't need to comment. Maybe like in the eyes of the public, they are disrespecting Lady Diana, may her soul rest in peace, or they are not portraying her the way they think they should portray her. But then at the end of the day, he maybe doesn't see anything wrong with it.
That's his family.
Exactly.
And he doesn't see anything.
He knows his family better.
That is the problem with the world. Like, now when the masses gang up and say, we're against this, then everybody must toe that line. No, we disagree. That's what it is.
And why don't they gang up against Prince Charles and tell him to also comment about it? Like, I feel like they should cut Prince Harry some slack. Seriously.
It's still the Harry-Meghan thing, eh?
Yes, it is. I mean, they've been hated upon the very first moment they were spotted together, even prior to even them getting married. So the fact that they have a deal with Netflix, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to end their deal or even comment on it. It doesn't mean it's their bag. Right now, they're not getting support from the royal family.
Look,
so they need to make their money one way or the other.
Forget them. The actor playing Lady Diana, my goodness, look at the resemblance.
Yes, she's amazing.
The resemblance is striking.
She's the hair, the smile, the nose. Like,
and you should see how she plays the role.
Yes. I mean, maybe it's the storyline that they have an issue with, but at the end of the day, I feel like their family knows it better. And really and truly, if the royal family had an issue with they would have taken it down a statement by now.
They would have told them.
So I don't understand why they want Harry to be the flag bearer and be putting out statements.
Is it your family?
Is it your family? Let them be. Leave them alone. Oh.
Hey, Edma.
Anyways, let's move on.
I don't have any patois word for you today, my dear. I don't have any patois word for you.
You have a gun word for me? Okay, give me a gun word.
I probably have a gun word for you. Cafe.
Cafe. That means be careful.
Cafe.
I know a word, but it's a bad word. That's like one of the first bad words
in Ghana
that I learned.
Are you sure you want to say it on TV?
No, I don't want to.
Okay, so lend us one. Cafe.
So, it means don't be.
That's close.
Yeah.
Don't do.
Don't do. Okay.
Don't do.
Okay.
So don't cafe naka. Don't do that.
Okay. Cafe naka. Don't do that. Cafe naka.
So say that to the guy who sent you the message about the kissing.
Okay. No, I would say cafe naka. Our WhatsApp number.
What does that mean? What are you saying?
I'm trying to say don't call our WhatsApp number.
Don't call our WhatsApp number. Kacha. Okay, Cha is call.
Yeah.
So Cha. Well, WhatsApp number?
Oh, it's too long. I can't. At this point, it's too like give up.
I saw Kaboy and Eddie trying to, Eddie trying to teach Kaboy.
I know some tree. Oh Lord. Anyways, guys, this is it for Coffee Daily, proudly sponsored by ICD Coffee, made with coffee beans from plantations right here in Ghana. This particular brand is a steep coffee that has your coffee in pouches, ensuring a quick, easy, and comfortable preparation of your cups of morning coffee. Godwin?
Yes, ma'am. Up next, Lifestyle Daily, and we'll have a discussion about whether or not having kids is a must or a choice. In the meantime, enjoy the #1 song on Apple Music's Ghana Top 10. I don't know why it's Ghana's Top 100. But anyways, High by Adekunle Gold featuring Davido. Enjoy.
Be decoder to MX24 or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless, and factual content. It's been a great first year, from the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless, and factual content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24, or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless, and factual content.
Hello?
It's been a great first year, from the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless, and factual content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24, or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless, and factual content.
Hello?
It's been a great first year, from the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless, and factual content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24, or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless, and factual content.
On Opposing Views, we talk about the issues that sharply divide opinion. regardless of the discomfort.
Abortion is a no-no. As a human being, you must take responsibility for all your actions and inactions. Your misjudgment shouldn't be enough grounds to take a life.
No. I disagree with you because look, if you do not legalize it, people will go to quack doctors anyway who might end up not just kill the baby but the mother as well.
Why should I waste my time, join a long queue under the hot sun to vote for a political party, knowing very well that nothing would be achieved at the end of the day?
Something will be achieved. It's your civic responsibility to turn out to vote.
Governments need to cater to every graduate, diversify the economy, invest in other sectors.
But the government cannot do it all. That is why we need the youth to take up the mantle and set up their own businesses. That is how we will create economic viability.
We take your views, that of the experts, and even attempt to find common ground. Join me, Marie-France Fojo, every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m.
Yes, guys, it's your girl, Miss Drew, your hostess with the mostest. I'll see you in the next moment.
Angelina, you be cool in my temperature. If you call,
say cheese, take a picture. Shaka pose, make a see, take a picture.
and I like boy.
Why the party there today? Hey mama, hey I have a sip. Shake your body.
Wagwan! There. Question. Should a man make a woman wait 90 days for sex? Nah man, I can't even wait 3 days. Yeah man, men should have more dignity and more respect for themselves. I mean 90 days might be a stretch, but it's not a bad idea. Maybe a month. What do you think?
I don't think I am. I have a fetish for this thing doesn't mean I am.
It's actually interesting that we had 2 guys saying that no.
No, yeah, it's very, it blows my mind. Eh?
Even in the Bible, it's a sin, so you have to swallow it for it to be good. Wow!
Watch X Game every Friday night at 10 p.m. to catch all the excitement right here on MX24.
Information will reassure.
Go and dance at Dwarf.
Say you create any age now, say teachers now. Made them qua, made them make us say you create.
President, why? Why?
My name is Kuju Sheldon, and the head is big for a reason.
Do you know the top 10 music trends? Have you seen the new music videos everyone is talking about? Do you know how your favorite artist makes their music? I'm moving, but they be bluffing and puffing and they be screaming and yapping, some even feeling and bragging. First thing is, I'm patient. That talented upcoming artist in your area needs the spotlight. Let them be our unsung star. Do you have any questions about music? I'm Jason Delay, and I'm a music plug on MX Chart right here on MX24.
Women, especially mothers, are the very core of our existence. Our everyday progression is hinged on the success of their activities, whether they are managing a home, a business, or raising the next generation. This is the Talkative Mom Show, where I interact with hard-working women who are making an impact in society. I'm Eno Craigrin, your plug for everything motherhood, especially in today's generation of millennial moms. Join me on the Talkative Mom Show, where I interact with my guests, have fun conversations here on MX24.
It's sweet, sweet, sweet. How can it be?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are still live on MX24 TV with the AM Club. But let me announce that the 5th edition of one of Africa's largest beauty event is here. Makeup Ghana, in partnership with First Choice Hair and Beauty Salon, presents the Africa Makeup and Beauty Fest, slated for Wednesday 17th and Thursday 18th of November 2021 at the Accra International Center Conference Center. And guess what? Admission is absolutely free. This Pan-African Beauty Festival is themed Transforming the Beauty Industry 5 years on, and it's bringing together beauty brands and businesses as well as food vendors from all corners of the continent. To become an exhibitor now, call 055 255 5555 055 255 5555 now to register. Don't miss out. Okay, but it's now time for Lifestyle Daily, and today we'll be having a conversation whether or not childbirth is a must or a choice. Now, to have kids or not, the obvious answer is maybe yes, because largely our society hopes and expects every individual to aim at having a child or children. From birth, we are consciously and subconsciously taught to find love, marry, then bear a child for the sake of procreation. But with the increasing rise in liberalism, people are beginning to deviate from the social norm. Now, more people are deciding, or more people do not want to have kids. Most people in this category want freedom, or fear of having children will mean changing their beloved lifestyle. But has our society accepted it, and is it okay to not want to have children? Well, today we are going to have that conversation, and Godwin is standing by with that conversation. So Dimitri, stay tuned. Godwin,
thank you very much. Thank you very much for that intro, Edma or Hima Lawe. And that's indeed what the conversation we're having this morning. But before we get into it, like Edma rightly said, you are part of the show. Make sure you send us your questions. What's your take on childbirth? Do you think it's a must or a choice? Send us your experiences and your reactions to our WhatsApp line 0550 331 511 0550 331 511, or tweet at us at MX24GH with the hashtag the AM Club. And joining me this morning for the conversation, should I say my sister from another mother? She's gone, so then I can easily relate. She's Abigail Na Ajekai Yobo, mom blogger and founder of Mothering Made Easy. Abigail, hello, rather I should say Na Ajekai.
Hey, I prefer that, please.
Yeah, Na Ajekai, I prefer that too. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And like Edma will say before the conversation, you are officially a member of the AM Club.
Ooh.
We're glad to have you here. It means we're going to be having you often, and we're going to be having discussions every now and then. Deal?
Deal. I'm happy to be here.
And it comes with pegs. I'll tell you more about it. But before we get into our conversations, Edma has put me in the mood, so let's read some more comments coming in on our WhatsApp line. This one says, I'm Michael Owusu, watching live from Kwabenya. I'm loving the show. Thank you very much, Michael. Someone says, baby girl, it's my first time watching the show and I love you guys. You're also eloquent and nice too. I want the Instagram handle of both of you. Ejewa from Kumasi. So it's at Edma Lawe and at Godwin Namboh. A few more before I get into the conversation. Good morning, my #1 TV station. Where is it? Sorry. Yes, good morning, my #1 TV station. Please, where is my champion, Kevoy Burton? Kevoy is not here. He's on another assignment. Philomena from Asankigwa, thank you, MX24. I like your channel very well. This one says, you are the best. I could go on and on. I'm Abdul Rahim, watching live from Boko. Abdul, thank you for sending that message. Edma, so many comments coming in here for you, saying you're looking very beautiful and your makeup is on point. So I'm sure you enjoy that. But let's get into the discussion with you, Abigail. Now, I love your name.
Thank you.
And of course, the first question will be what your stance is, whether you think childbirth is a must or a choice.
Okay. So personally, I think it's a choice. Okay, but I see our society to be a way that it hasn't evolved to fully accept that people should be given the liberty to make that choice. Like, I should be given the freedom as to whether to have kids or not to have kids. Because of our socialization, we grow up to accept things the way they are, that things happen, like Edma said in her introduction, things are supposed to follow a certain chronological order. You find love, you date, you marry, and then the next thing is kids. So as soon as you're married, like people start, they are looking at your belly, 6 months, nothing is happening, 1 year, nothing is happening. Then people now start passing comments because it's like, it's a year. So, you need to have kids because what are you waiting for? Why did you get married? So people don't get it, and it's not easily accepted if you marry and you don't want to have kids,
So would you say, okay, let's take it slow.
Sure.
One after the other. I like what you said about why did you get married. Do you think people get into this idea of having children or people marry because they want to have children?
Yes and no.
Tell me.
Okay, so I currently know someone who says, okay, I want to get married, but the reason why I want to marry is because I want to have kids. And I have a problem with that mindset because I feel that kids are a gift. You can have everything right or do everything right. Your reproductive system can be on point. Everything is working fine, but the children will not come. So if you're going into the marriage with that kind of mindset, what happens when the kids are not coming and it's nobody's fault? What do you do? Because that was the motive for getting married in the first place.
Indeed. And this person is probably Christian or Muslim or a religious person, right?
Yes.
We'll get into that conversation, but I want to get to know you more and ask you these personal questions. Sure. Why, of course, you decided to have kids?
Okay. So what's their decision?
Oh, mine. Like Edma was telling me, what if I said, how do you just have children?
No, it happens.
It happens. You can just have children.
Once you're married, not like just.
Not a child, children.
Children.
Yes.
Once you're married and you're doing things, well, obviously things can happen. I don't know if you know what I mean.
I do.
You're married, you're having sex, unprotected sex. So it happens.
Have you always wanted to have kids?
I've always, yes. But let me say this, okay? I have a big sister. The other day I posted about her on Instagram, and I was telling my followers that I feel like she was born to be a mother, because I found an old picture of us. I was probably about 4 years, and she was about 8 years. And I realized that ever since we were kids,
she takes care of you.
Yes, and not just me, or other people's kids. So whenever you come to our home, you'd see a baby, you'd see a toddler, and she grew up with it. So she's always, taking care of other kids. So she's like my to-go-to person, even as a mom, like, what do I do? I need to do this. She'll just sort me out. So there are people who have that kind of love, like, you know what, oh, I love kids. It doesn't matter. I feel that you don't need to be a mother to have your own kids to be a mother.
Okay.
You get it? It's just about, there are people I feel they are born
like
with it, and then they just tend to love kids. So whether they have their own children, they don't have their own children, they just know how to, you know, embrace kids, love them, take care of them, pamper them. They just know how to do it.
Now, I want to understand it. I want to get to the root of this mentality, and that's why I'm asking. If you always wanted to have kids, or you knew you were going to have kids,
I knew I was going to
have
kids.
You were going to have
yes,
kids.
I knew I was going to have kids.
Do you know where that was coming from? Whether it was an influence, whether it was something you saw? Well, I grew up seeing my mom had kids, my aunties have kids, my uncles have kids. Everybody has kids, so I also want to have kids. Is that where that desire for you to have kids came from?
So more or less, yes, because it's nice. When you go to Instagram right now and you see the pictures of the babies, the families, like, oh, this is so, you know, and it just, I think as you go, some people don't get it. Like, that love will not come to you, or you will not have that feeling because their socialization is different. They've probably seen abusive marriages or families, and then it informs their decision that, you know what, I don't want to do this because I've seen the other side and it doesn't look so pleasant.
Nice.
Yes, and I've seen the commitment, maybe suffering in quotes, and I don't want to put myself through that. I'm not going to put anybody through that. You know, but when you come from a family where you feel the love, it's like, you know what?
No, I want to have this.
Yes, I want to have this.
It's so beautiful, I want to have this.
Yes, and I want to be able to give out that kind of love I have felt too.
Okay.
So that was it for me.
Interesting. Now, I mean, I'm in my early 30s. And my mom, oh goodness, my mom, I will not get into it. But why do you think society is so obsessed with young people coming up, especially when you enter, as soon as you enter your 20s, mid-20s? Why do you think society is so obsessed with us having kids?
I think it's the word is coming up again. It's again from the socialization. You know, it's the way our Ghanaian system is. It's the way our culture is. And if you look at our grandparents, our great-grandparents, okay, I'm coming from a big family of 13. You know, I'm coming from a big family of 13. So it's like even when you have one child, it's not enough. And things were really different back then. You know, they don't have a lot of things. Let me just talk about the traffic, you know, because I had to encounter this one. Like, so many things are different. The standards of living, the traffic, the economic situation, everything is different. You know, so I feel it was easier for them to raise families because they didn't have to deal with all the things we're going through now, the pressures now. There's just so much happening in our era now, you know, but they didn't have to deal with it. So they don't understand, like, okay, we had 5 kids, where, okay, we had 6, we had 7, we had 10, you know, and we did it early. So why is it that I did it at 25, your dad did it at 28 or 26, you know, and you are there, you're 30, like,
what are you waiting for?
They don't get, like, what are you waiting for?
I think he gave birth to me when he was 29.
Oh, wow.
And I am in my early 30s now, so it's like, dude,
what
is happening? And don't you think it's also cultural? Because back then, because majority of people were farmers, so they like to give birth a lot. And, you know, there was the whole idea of having children was to have some form of assistance economically. You know, go to the farm, you have your children working on the farm. If you're tired, they are there to help you. And it was also prestigious because a man with many children, you know, you sit up and say, yeah, you know, these are my children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all those play a part. Now, let's talk about religion. Would you say religion is also partly responsible for this idea of having children by force, quote unquote?
Yes, I rightly agree with you because I think I was having a conversation with someone. I was trying out some contraception and it failed, and I was complaining that I've been trying to do this and it's not working. And she was like, "What's your problem? The Bible says multiply and fill the earth." You know?
I heard the same scripture from my co-anchor yesterday. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so multiply. So what really is your problem? Like, you're just fulfilling a biblical principle. That is what you're supposed to do. You get it? So why do you want to defy the odds and do something that is not spiritual or biblical? And I'm like, no. So at what point do you draw the line? If that's what we're going to be doing, we're multiplying, what point do you draw the line and say, you know what? I have done my part. This is it. You know, what point? But the person couldn't really give me an answer. So I think it's one of the things, you know, because even in churches after the marriage, you know, they pronounce blessings and say, hey, this is the
Go
way.
and produce, go and be fruitful.
Yes.
Okay, that's very true. Now let's talk about people who don't want to have children.
Okay.
I think you and I, we want to. I mean, I want to, you do. Why do you think people have now decided, or more people are deciding now not to have children?
Okay, so I had that conversation with a friend, and I asked her, I know she has a child now, but she didn't want to have kids. So I was like, so what was the reason why you're so, you know, bent on, you know what, I don't want kids? So she was like, well, the first thing is freedom.
Freedom.
Yes, you can't, when you're a mom, you can't just get up and move, you know. I have a friend who says, you know, going out with kids, like, it's like it takes more planning than a wedding. You don't just get up and move. You have to plan so many things. If you're young, you're planning diapers, you're planning food, you're planning who will take care of them, what they'll eat every hour, every 2 hours. Like, you can't just move. You know, you don't have that freedom to do whatever you want at every point in time, because there are people who are dependent on you. So you have to be thinking about someone constantly because they are dependent on you. And whatever you do, if you're going out late, if you're partying all night, it's going to affect them because they are expecting you home.
To be there. Yes,
and they need that kind of love, you know. And there are people who just don't like kids, like, because kids come with a lot of responsibility. If you struggle with mess, some people are like neat freaks. They don't want to see
poop. Vomit, you know, all the stuff that kids can
scatter things. If they come here right now, they'll throw
oh my goodness.
Yes, this table is scattered, you know, and they are climbing things and they are crying and they are screaming and sometimes you don't even know what is wrong with them. So the whole frustration of somebody is crying, you don't know what's wrong with them, they can't talk. Somebody, it's like it's just so it's like, you know what, I don't want to deal with all the crying. I want to, when I sleep, I'm asleep, I wake up and I move, you know, but you can't just sleep and because I remember, I think 2 days ago, I just wanted to sleep. I was tired. I was like, I want to sleep. My toddler comes, Mommy, I want water. I was like, you can go to the fridge. I was like, no, Mommy.
How is he or she?
She's 3 years.
3, and she can get water by herself?
Yeah, she actually served me water.
Wow.
Yeah, she was like, Mommy, you're warm. What's wrong with you? I was like, I'm just warm. She was like, did you iron your dress? I was like, no, your body is warm. I was like, my body is warm. She was like, did you iron your body? I said, no. She was like, I'm coming. She brought me water.
And she's 3 years?
Yes. So I was like, no, you're fine. She was like, Mommy, my nose, I need tissue. But all I wanted was to sleep. You know, it was just one request. She was like, I want to pee. And I was like, go to the potty. She was like, Mommy, no. It's like, no. And I just wanted to sleep at that point, you know. So if you're just someone who wants to, I want to do things when I want to do things, not because of a tiny clock dependent on you. It's frustrating. So that's the other reason. And like I said, to the last thing I want to add is how you grew up. You know, if you saw, you come from a big family, or let's say a small family. Some people come from a small family, so it's like, oh, I wonder what it's like to have a big family. And some people say, oh, it was just me. It's not a big deal not to have, you know, anyone. Or I don't want to go through the suffering my mom went through to raise us. So I'd rather be alone than to commit and then raise another human being. It's a lot of work.
True, and more young people are deciding now not to have kids.
Yes.
More and more people. I can mention 5 people I know who don't want to have kids. I sometimes contemplate what I do or not. I'm sure my mom, please turn off the TV, I beg you.
She's coming for you.
I'm telling you. You know, so more and more people are contemplating having kids now. Would you also say that the proliferation of contraception, sterilization, and all these things have also made it very easy for people to decide not to have kids? Because now you can have sex without necessarily having kids.
Oh, yes, definitely. Because if the whole goal is you don't want to have kids, even as a man, we have vasectomy. So right from the word go, though I know a lot of men don't like it, right from the word go, people decide, you know what, let me not get anybody pregnant, or let me not get pregnant as a woman. There are many ways to prevent pregnancy. Like you said, there are contraception. So let me go for something that will just prevent the whole thing. But what I personally have a problem with is people who get married. I don't know whether they have discussions or not, but it's like, you know, your partner wants kids. Maybe there's been that prior discussion before marriage that I want kids. You get it. And for whatever reason, you decide that you don't want kids and you
Mhm.
don't communicate it. Or
Okay.
even before you knew that you didn't want kids, but you know that the person wants kids. And I feel that no, it's not fair on your part because you should let the person know that this is my stance. It's not going to change, or maybe it will change. But are you willing to live with it if it doesn't change? If it does change, hallelujah. But if it doesn't, are you willing to live with it? But they don't sort of have that discussion. And before you know, the woman is on contraception, you know, they are moving from hospital to hospital. Meanwhile, the woman knows that, you know what, I am on contraception and my mindset is that I will
Not have kids.
Yes, so that is what I have the challenge with. But if you know you don't want kids and you're on contraception, hey, it's fine, really.
It's fine, really. I'm having a conversation with Na Ajekan Yabo. I'd rather call you that. Na Ajekan Yabo. She is a mom blogger, and we are discussing whether or not having children is a must or a choice. So you share your comments with us, your thoughts with us, your experiences with us. I have some messages coming in. Let me read a few. You're going to tell me, when I come back, you're going to tell me which is more beneficial, having kids or not having kids, in your opinion.
Okay.
This one says, my brother, you have asked a very good question. My brother, childbirth is a must be from day one of creation. Here we go. If somebody gave you life and you are alive, you see it as a choice for your parents to give birth to you, but rather that is wow, the message is just his responsibility as far as you are on this earth. Even the animals look at how some of them fight before they can have an intercourse. But still, before you realize it, okay, this message is all over the place. I'm struggling to get the head and tail of it. I'm sorry, if you could resend it to me, I'll be very grateful. This one says, good morning, please. I'm Lucia from Takrady. From my point of view, I don't think it's necessary to marry because you want kids. It's a decision the couple must make on their own, and as they sleep together, then kids will definitely come in. And to me, the kids are a sign of love the couple share. That's an interesting point of view. Kids are a symbol of love between a couple. I'm Prince watching live from Spintex.
It's called love making for a reason, don't you think?
Yes, but does love making necessarily have to end up in making kids?
I don't know, but it's happened from an act of...
I see. Oh, so is every sex love making?
So what,
Now the conversation is changing.
Wait, what is love making?
I'm asking. I mean, I am the host here, so I'm asking you, is every sex love making?
No.
There you go.
No.
So,
no,
so if a child comes from sex and not necessarily love making, is that a product of love?
It's debatable.
I personally think giving birth should be a matter of choice. I think it's horrible that the Ghanaian society regard the idea of childbirth as a mark of success and fulfillment in life. True. Some individuals are not genetically endowed to have healthy children, and as such, if they are forced by society to give birth, and the end result may not be quite pleasant, this mindset needs to be halted. Totally. I mean, look, having kids, this one says, having kids is an individual's choice, but a societal demand. It's either you put yourself first and ignore what people will say about you, or you put the society first by fulfilling their expectations. It's kind of weird. They demand you to bear a child or children like they will help you look after them.
Precisely.
However, I think it's okay to have kids because they replace you or remind your people of you in case you are no more. Oh, so it's like a legacy.
Yeah.
So Edma, Godwin, please look sharp. Okay. Thank you very much. Back to you, Na Ajekai. Like I was asking you, which do you think is more beneficial, having kids or not having kids?
Beneficial.
Or which would you? I mean, you have kids, so you can't say that. But which do you think, from your experience, do you? I won't say you have regrets, but would you want to have kids again if you came again in your next life?
Yes.
Okay. And which do you think is more beneficial? Again, I'm asking that question.
I'm looking for a synonym I like better, but I can't find it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think having kids it's an absolute blessing. It's nice to wake up to love. I don't know how to describe it, but it's
Please
nice.
tell me. Please indulge me. I'll be happy to know.
It's nice to wake up to love. Someone walks up randomly to you and says, "Good morning, I love you." You know, yeah.
But you can get that from your husband.
It's not the same.
It's not the same from a child.
Yes, I was telling someone that you would think you know love, but when you have kids, you understand love in a way you've never understood love. You know, it's like, let me read this, say this Bible verse.
Please
John
go.
3:16. We've heard it so many times. God so loved the world that he gave his only son. You know, it's a very popular verse. You know, but when you have kids and you read that verse, it's like you realize that I love this child I have so much. I personally, I don't know what will make me give up my kids for a sacrifice. Do you get it? And you understand that God gave up his only son. Do you get it? There's a certain kind of love that comes with having kids. You know, you need to have them to experience that kind of love I'm talking about. You know, it's an all feeling.
But don't you also
And-
see it as a blessing when you're a young person coming up, you're working, you're making your money, you have a partner, and not necessarily you don't have kids. Partner, I'm trying not to bring it into a religious context. So you have a partner, maybe somebody you're with, and you don't have kids, and you can travel the world, you can go anywhere you want, you can buy anything you want. You don't have the responsibility of rushing home to take care of a little minion you. Don't you see that as a blessing as well?
The other side of it, the freedom not having kids comes with. You know, and like you said, I know a certain couple, like I connected with them by email because they are bloggers, you know, and they are not Ghanaians, but for so many years, like they are travel bloggers, you know, and like I said, when you have kids, you can't just get up and move. Yes, but it's like we have the freedom to travel the world. We don't have anything holding us down. We don't have to think about who is eating what. We don't have to think about diapers. And, you know, they just move and they have the money. And it's like, it's a certain kind of freedom. Do you get it? But it's a choice an individual has to make. That what do you want? Do you want a life of commitment? You know, something holding you down. Something pushing you, something, you know, sort of shaking you up and changing the way you think as an individual? Or you want a life where, you know what, I am free to do whatever. I don't have people depending on me. You know, I can move wherever I want to move to. I can go wherever I want to go to. So it's a choice. It's something you have to just decide. Because it works for people. There are people that way. Not having kids, this really
works perfectly for them.
Yes, but
would you advise any friend of yours to not have kids if they decide to?
Oh yes, if you don't want it, I don't think, because the other side is that if you don't want them and you have them, you know, there are people you grow to love, but for some people that love may never come. You know, like I am talking about the all feeling. It might not come for some people. You get it? So to have someone and you don't love the person, it's like the attention, the care they need, you know, they will not get it growing up, and then they may become delinquent.
Interesting. And in wrapping our conversation, let me ask, what do you make of this perception? There's a school of thought that believes that women who are mothers are more responsible and duty conscious. Do you agree?
No, I don't think that is true. For me, if you ask me, I think it's a thing about temperament. Okay, because I have a 2-year-old. And the ritual in my home, even before COVID, is that when you get home, you wash your hands, you take off your shoes. You know, sometimes when I put my shoes just at the mouth of the door, she would pick it up and put it on the shoe rack. She's 2 years, you know. And my 3-year-old, she can't be bothered. She would leave her shoes anywhere, you know. So that is how she is. That is who she is. You know, she likes things in a certain way. She likes things, when she opens the door, she would close it. 3-year-old, she just opened the door and it's ajar. You know, but so there are people that like things a certain way. Do you get it? So it's not about because you're a mom, you're more responsible. When you become a mom, yes, you realize that, hey, this is who I am, but there are people looking up to me. That's the other side. There are people looking up to me. So I want to be more responsible because I want them to emulate my good traits. I want them to be responsible adults when they grow up. I want them to be this way. So you try and be a better person. You get it? But there are people who it won't work for them because this is who I am. Being a mother is not going to change me to be more responsible.
Absolutely.
So not necessarily.
It's not necessarily true.
Yes.
That's okay. And finally, how do you deal with family members and relatives who compel young people to quickly have kids, especially for women who are told to have a biological clock to quickly give birth, or even for men who are saying you're growing, you need to? How do you deal with those members of the family?
I think for those people, it's their mindset. It may or may not change. What we can do as individuals is more sensitization. Let's talk about these issues more. That yes, it's good to have kids, but not everyone wants kids, and you can't go and force your thoughts or beliefs on the person, because really, indeed, like you read in one of the comments, people are forcing you to have kids, but are they the ones going to
help you take care of them?
Precisely. You know, when you have to wake up and do night feeds, where are those people?
Yep.
When you have to pay school fees, where are those people?
Grandma is there. Grandma will hold the children for you. What's the problem?
Hey, it's not working these days.
I
So.
tell you.
The grandmothers, they are very busy.
They also want to enjoy life.
Oh, yes.
Don't come and disturb me. Anyway, so that's another conversation. Now, let me just read some few more messages and then we wrap. To be honest, it's a choice. Never allow pressure from family, friends, and society to push you into giving birth. To have a child, there be plans and provisions before that child is born. Okay, raising a child nowadays is very expensive. Is that true?
Very.
Don't fall for it. You are not ready. Yes, please. Thank you for the advice. At Modern Day Mom, Vanessa Jan actually says, a choice. It's a choice. A woman should never be pressured in birthing children. It's her decision. Thank you very much, Vanessa. At MSFU_ says, one thing I'm constantly being reminded of in my line of work, the idea is always great. The execution is the real test of intent. That's deep. This one, Solace the Siren says, it's a choice. At least it is supposed to be. But we all know Ghanaian society's stance on women and childbirth. I don't know why they leave it on women alone.
Yeah.
Please, the men are going through the same thing.
Really?
And then finally, yes.
But I feel the women endure more pressure.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. And then maybe I want to get the last message and then good morning, I'm Akosia from Takrady. Having children, I think, is a choice, but then our society sees it as a must. They see it as some kind of responsibility or obligation that you're supposed to fulfill, and that the absence of children in marriage mean the couple is not doing anything important. Thank you very much for all those messages coming in and the ones that I couldn't read. But here in studio, we want to thank Abigail Na Ajekai Yebo for that honest conversation with us. Thank you so much for coming. I wish we could continue this conversation another time. Thank you. You're still watching the AM Club right here on MX24 TV. We have Fashion Wednesday coming up next. That's the next segment. And then the plug also on standby. But in the meantime, here's I Got You by Ciara. Enjoy.
On Opposing Views, we talk about the issues that sharply divide opinion, regardless of the discomfort.
Abortion is a no-no. As a human being, you must take responsibility for all your actions and inactions. Your misjudgment shouldn't be enough grounds to take a life.
No. I disagree with you, because look, if you do not legalize it, people will go to quack doctors anyway who might end up not just kill the baby, but the mother as well.
Why should I waste my time joining a long queue under the hot sun to vote for a political party, knowing very well that nothing would be achieved at the end of the day?
Something will be achieved. It's your civic responsibility to turn out to vote.
Governments need to cater to every graduate, diversify the economy, invest in other sectors.
But the government cannot do it all. That is why we need the youth to take up the mantle and set up their own businesses. That is how we will create economic viability.
We take your views, that'll be aspects, and even attempts to find common ground. Join me, Marie-France Fojo, every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m.
It's been a great first year. From the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless and factual content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24, or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless and factual content.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is still the AM Club live on MX24. We just had a beautiful, well, Godwin just had a beautiful conversation on Lifestyle Daily. But it's now time for today's hashtag, and it's a Wednesday. So guess what? It is Fashion Wednesday. But before we start, or before I let you know on what we're going to be doing today, let me just tell you that it's almost time of the year. Is that time of the year, basically. We are counting down to Accra's creamiest festival event. This Christmas season, ACT event in partnership with MX24 are bringing back the ice cream fair. Okay, so all day and into the night, we are freezing time with all your favorite ice cream flavors from Accra's finest ice cream vendors. So get ready for live music, photo ops, giveaways, and games as well. So the ice cream fair is on Boxing Day on the 26th of December 2021. So if you want a stand right now, please do call 055-8077-440 or follow at Ice Cream Fair Ghana on all social media platforms and stay posted for more details. Okay, but now it's time for hashtag Fashion Friday, and I am excited because, ladies, if you are out there, actually, ladies and gentlemen, if you are out there, today we are about to learn how to draw eyebrows. Okay, so if you draw one eyebrow and the other one is up here and the other one is down there, today you're about to learn how to draw proper eyebrows that suits your face. Okay, and standing by we have makeup artist extraordinaire. I call her Cherry, but her name is also Linda Mensah, but I like to call her Cherry. Cherry,
hi.
Welcome on the AM Club. You look fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
So Cherry, you're the CEO of Black Cherry, right?
Yes.
And it's a makeup company.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So today you're going to show us how to draw eyebrows.
Yes.
And first of all, before you start, tell us how important eyebrow is when it comes to your look and your makeup.
Well, I mean, eyebrow is everything.
Yeah.
When you get that wrong, your whole look goes.
Yes. Trust me, it does.
You know.
Okay.
So it's very important. It actually shapes your face. That's the first thing that, I mean, every eye goes to when they look at your face.
Yeah.
So if you get it wrong, it's actually not.
It is a no-no. Okay, so what are the things that you need to draw a good eyebrow?
Okay. For me, as a professional, I use a brow soap or a brow tamer, and then a brow pencil, and then a foundation or a concealer. Anything that works for me, because usually I choose between the foundation and the concealer depending on the consistency of the product. I like to use very creamy products. Some of the concealers are way too thick for me, so I would rather use.
And is there a particular reason why you go for the much more creamier?
Because it blends easy.
It blends
and then
easier.
it makes the eyebrows look more natural.
Okay, cool. So the first thing that you do, what is it? What's the first thing that you do?
Okay, so the first thing I always do is to tame the brows.
Okay, and you use what to do that?
A brow tamer.
A brow tamer. Okay. What is that? Is that gel?
Yeah, that's it, like a brow
Because I've seen people on YouTube and on Instagram. Sometimes they even use soap. Is that right?
I mean,
is that right? Because I know there are actually products out there that you can use to tame your eyebrows.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's whitish, guys, and it looks like gel. But I guess it's for the eyebrows.
Yeah.
Don't go and buy gel, like hair glue gel, and
people use the hair glue and all that.
But is it safe?
Well, something that's not meant for your face can never be safe for your face.
Exactly. So you'd advise them not to actually use gel, but use proper eyebrow.
The product that is meant for the face. That's what you do.
Okay, so after combing it and then putting it into place, as you can see, what else you do?
So I fill in with my brow pencil.
Okay.
First of all, you create a fine line underneath the natural brow shape. It's always good to follow your natural brow shape.
Okay.
So what I'm doing in here is I'm filling in. I usually do not like to draw the brows because it doesn't make it look natural.
Yes.
So I will fill in to give it a very natural look.
Okay, so you start with the bottom bit.
Yeah.
And then you draw
a line right underneath. Then I do the same thing on top.
Okay.
And then I fill in.
You fill in.
The strokes.
Must you fill in?
With
like what if you have like thick eyebrows already?
You don't have to.
Okay.
You don't have. That is why I'm creating strokes. So I'll just be filling in where the hair has patches or it's not so visible.
Okay. And I know that some people like to really apply the eyebrow pencil and fill it in fully. Would you advise that?
Well, life is full of choices.
Exactly.
But then I will not advise that you overdo your eyebrows. I feel like sometimes it's way too dramatic.
Yeah.
And it's too scary.
Yeah, true. But is there a particular pencil that you need to use to fill in your eyebrows and draw the lines? Because some people use black. You know, back in the days, our mothers, some even used to use red, brown, so dark black, and then just do one line like that.
Yeah, so, like the S shape.
Exactly. Some of them, hey, this is my auntie Aggie. I know you are watching. Auntie Aggie's eyebrows, she will draw it. I'll come here.
Hey. Okay, so for her skin tone, I use a more chocolatey brown pencil instead of a darker pencil. I will use a darker pencil.
Okay, because of your skin tone.
Yes.
Okay.
And then for hair, I will use something lighter. For somebody who's even more lighter than hair, we have to go way lighter.
Okay.
Well.
Okay.
So depending on your skin tone, you choose a suitable brow pencil. You should never use black pencil.
Never use black pencil for your eyebrows, guys. Okay, ladies and gentlemen out there that like to do your makeup, please do not use black pencil for your eyebrows. Okay, so after that, what do you move on to?
So I conceal or I will clean around the brows.
Okay, so now this is the bit where I have loads of questions. People like to use extremely light concealer to conceal the eyebrow, and after they've blended in, you can still see the white lines under and above the eyebrow. Please, what advice do you have for those people?
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it. Okay, so I can see that this concealer that you're using matches her skin tone, slightly matches her skin tone. So your advice to people who want to conceal their eyebrows will be to use a concealer that matches their eyebrow.
Right.
Okay.
So right now we're doing like a day makeover. So during the day you really don't want a lot of lines on your face, a lot of funny stuff on your face because the natural light picks everything.
Yeah.
So you should use a concealer that is your skin tone. Okay. Unless you would want to make your eyebrows stand like a bit more, then you can go like one shade lighter.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it. Okay. So, ladies, the ones who use like
I've
10
seen
shades,
people exactly as dark as myself, and they'll be using really light concealer.
And you can actually see the lines. That's the thing that bothers me, the lines around the eyebrow, because it's just too light. So it's better for you to use a concealer that is your color of skin, so it matches your skin, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so now you started with the bottom bit. Is there a reason why you start with the bottom bit?
Yeah, it guides you through the process. So,
okay, and then now you're doing you're shaping the top bit. Okay, all right.
Sometimes you can ignore that part if you want to have like a really natural
look. Okay, you can ignore putting the concealer above the eyebrow. Okay. Okay. Is there a particular skill for this, or you just have to know how to do it? Because some people actually genuinely do not know how to do their eyebrows. And it's not even because they just don't, like, they just are not good. They just don't know the technique.
That's a technique, which is quite easy. So to get your eyebrows right, you need to learn where to start, where the highest point is, and where you should end. Usually, you should start from here. So here should be your starting point. And then please open your eyes. And then when you look straight where your pupil is, should be your highest point. And then it should always end where your eyeball ends.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is super, super interesting. Okay.
So if you're able to, mark these lines, it makes it really easy for you. And then you also take into consideration your face shape whilst creating the arc, which is very important. People have very prominent jaws and stuff, and then they go, doing very, very arched eyebrows, which is not suitable at all. Then it makes you look surprised. Like
the surprise eyebrow. Okay. But then isn't it important for you to also know the shape of your face before you do your eyebrows?
It's very important.
Because some people don't necessarily have like an arched eyebrow. It's some people have it straight, like Kendall Jenner. Her one is literally just like straight. Or most Asian people have like straight eyebrows instead of having like an arc or a more roundy shape. So when it comes to knowing what shape fits or suits your face, what do you have to do?
So like I mentioned before, like you look at the face shape, how strong your bone structures are, how long your face is, how wide it is. For example, if you had, you have a cute hat face shape, so you would do like a soft arc, just like you have done. You don't have to do a really steep arc. Now it makes your face look like so many angles. Right? And then when you have a round face, you're allowed to do more of a steep arc because it adds a little bit of edginess to your face. And then when you have a square face, you go with a softer arc. So it softens up your face. Now when you have a long face, then you go for a straight brow with a soft arc at the end so that it reduces the length of your face. So it's not everybody that's supposed to do a steep arc like eyebrow shape.
And I know some people also like to add white powder or some form of powder after they've done their eyebrows. Is there a particular reason for that?
Yeah, most of the time, some of the what should I call it? The pencils that very like waxy. So it gets oily. So the whole idea is to set it to reduce the oil that it will produce. But the pencil that I usually use is not oily.
Okay. So you don't need to apply any form of powder on it.
Sometimes I do to lighten it. If I apply pencil, I will put the setting powder to lighten up
a bit. All right. So after you've put the concealer under and above the eyebrow, you use something to blend it, like a
like any blending brush that you find. You just use it to wipe away the product so that it's not visible. It's not supposed to be visible at all.
Well, guys, send me your thoughts and comments. Let me know if you're learning how to draw an eyebrow today on the AM Club. Send it to our WhatsApp number at 0550-331-511 and let me know your thoughts. Are you a pro at drawing eyebrows, or you're still learning? You're still a learner? Are you still a learner? Well, let me know. And if you are, I hope you're watching and you have a pen and a pencil and you're writing down your notes. So, okay, now let's move on to the face. Okay, What did you just spray, or was it? That's my primer. Ah, okay. Because I know some people like to use creamy primers.
So we have the cream, mousse, you know.
Okay, different types. Okay.
That, yeah.
So this is a spray.
Yes, this is spray, and it's very good. It works for all skin types. So I usually, you know, like to go with that. I don't like too much stress. So.
Okay. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Seriously. Okay, so now you're applying
apply my foundation. I like to, you know, do very natural kind of
look. Okay. So most people actually do their eyebrows. For example, me, I always do my eyebrows before I apply my foundation. Is there a particular reason why people mostly do it in that order?
Okay, personally, I think the eyeshadows can get really messy. So if you don't do that before the foundation, then you end up, you know, it ends up settling on the foundation that you've already done before doing it. So it's always, you know, okay and more convenient to do the brows and the eyeshadows first.
Okay.
Before you touch the skin. Also, when you're doing the brows, you touch your skin.
By the way, Madam Odo, I like your hair. Let me just mention that. It's really nice. I'm just looking at it and I'm like, I like it. But okay, no problem. That's fine. So on a normal day, let's say for a career woman or somebody who go to school or who is into business and they're really, really busy, how long would it take them to do their eyebrows? And this is somebody who is not maybe a professional.
Okay, so if you're okay with it, it shouldn't take you more than 5 minutes.
Okay.
It shouldn't.
Okay.
If you follow the simple things that I just mentioned, do not necessarily, you know, fill in unnecessary parts.
Yeah.
If you have hair, all you have to do is to, you know, create the fine line underneath and on top.
Yeah.
And you clean around it and you're good to go. You only stress yourself when you're doing things that, you know, you don't need to do.
Okay, so one message just came in and this person said, this is a very interesting program. I'm learning so much this morning. To all the cherry dolls, shout out. Shout out to us. We are winning from KNA__ makeover. Okay, nice. All right, so now you've applied the foundation?
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So this person said, hey, I'm Felix from Techiman. I've been struggling to draw my eyebrows for 3 years now. Thanks for your for your program today. It's fun, fearless, and factual. Well, Felix, you're absolutely welcome. Okay, 3 years is a very long time to learn how to do an eyebrow, so you're welcome. Okay. All right. So I like how everything is just blending in. So you see the light concealer lines that I was telling you about. You don't see it here. It looks natural. Ladies, let's do better. Let's do better.
The guys have actually been laughing at us.
Exactly. Exactly. Have you seen on social media how they put the Nike logo and then they put people's eyebrows there? I mean, how can they be laughing at us like that? It's unacceptable. Okay, so one more comment before we wrap up the conversation. This person said, good morning, Edma. I think today's topic on Fashion Wednesday is really meant for us because I want to learn how to draw my eyebrow very nicely and perfectly. I am learning. Well, Jane from Obuase, keep on learning. I hope you're taking notes, okay? So I lied. I said that was the last one, but this is the last one. Okay. So this person said, it's Grace right here, straight from Ho. Whoa, I'm still learning. It's hard though. At times I spend 30 minutes and still looks like a zombie. Oh, Grace. Grace, I hope you were you were able to learn how to draw an eyebrow today. And you took your pen and your pencil and you wrote down some notes. Okay. But you can always go on our social media platforms at MX24 to re-watch the show and learn how to do the makeup. Is also on our YouTube page. This particular segment, this particular program will be on our YouTube page at MX24GH. So if you missed it or if you want to re-watch how to learn how to draw an eyebrow, please head to our YouTube channel, subscribe first, and then watch the video, okay? So we've got you, okay? We've got you. All right, Cherry. Thank you so much. So this is the final look, which is a very, very easy look for an everyday occasion. So if you're a mother, a career woman, a businesswoman, and you don't have time to make up your face in the morning, this look is perfect. And then you apply a bit of mascara just to pop out the eyes. I love this look. I love it. So simple, but yet very effective. But Cherry, if people want to contact you or message you, how do they contact you?
Okay, so my Instagram page is BlackCherryGH, same on Facebook. And then you can also visit our studio at Achimota, adjacent Kantanka showroom. Okay. You can also call us on 0243482969.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Cherry, for joining us today for Fashion Wednesday on the AM Club. And by the way, you're officially an AM Club member, okay? Come and be showing us how to do makeup here. Please, you need to, including me, all right?
Okay,
well,
sure.
thank you so much. That is about it for Fashion Wednesday today on the AM Club. But coming up next, we have the plug. Stay tuned.
No, I'd rather be alone. Can't go hold me down. You can't tell me.
Hello? It's been a great first year. From the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless and factual content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24, or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless and factual content.
Hello?
It's been a great first year. From the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless and factual content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24, or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless and factual content.
Hello?
It's been a great first year. From the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless and factual content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24, or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless and factual content.
Information we are few.
Go and dance at Godwin.
Say you create any age na bontia teachers na. Me dem kwa. Me dem me ka say. Say you create.
President. Why? Why?
My name is Kuju Sheldon and the head is big for a reason.
10 music trends. Have you seen the new music videos everyone is talking about? Do you know how your favorite artist makes their music? I'm moving, but they be bluffing and puffing and they be screaming and yapping, some even feeling and bragging. First thing is, I'm patient. That talented upcoming artist in your area needs the spotlight. Let them be our unsung star. Do you have any questions about music? I'm Jason Delay, and I'm a music plug on MX Chart right here on MX24.
Women, especially mothers, are the very core of our existence. Our everyday progression is hinged on the success of their activities, whether they are managing a home, a business, or raising the next generation. This is the Talkative Mom Show, where I interact with hard-working women who are making an impact in society. I'm Eno Craigman, your plug for everything motherhood, especially in today's generation of millennial moms. Join me on the Talkative Mom Show, where I interact with my guests, have fun conversations here on MX24.
It's sweet, 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 how can it be?
On Opposing Views, we talk about the issues that sharply divide opinion, regardless of the discomfort.
Abortion is a no-no. As a human being, you must take responsibility for all your actions and inactions. Your misjudgment shouldn't be enough grounds to take a life.
No, I disagree with you because look, if you do not legalize it, people will go to quack doctors anyway who might end up not just kill the baby, but the mother as well.
Why should I waste my time joining a long queue under the hot sun to vote for a political party, knowing very well that nothing would be achieved at the end of the day?
Something will be achieved. It's your civic responsibility to turn out to vote.
Governments need to cater to every graduate, diversify the economy, invest in other sectors.
But the government cannot do it all. That is why we need the youth to take up the mantle and set up their own businesses. That is how we will create economic viability.
We take your views, that of the experts, and even attempts to find common ground. Join me, Marie-France Fojo, every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m.
Yes, guys, it's your girl, Miss Drew, your hostess with the mostest. I'll see you in the next moment.
Angelina, you be cool in my temperature. If you call, say cheese, take a picture. Shaka post, make a see, take a picture. In the leg book, boah. Why the party there today? Hey mama, hey I have a sip. Shake your
Wagwan! There. Question. Should a man make a woman wait 90 days for sex? Nah man, I can't even wait 3 days. Yeah man, men should have more dignity and more respect for themselves. I mean 90 days might be a stretch, but it's not a bad idea. Maybe a month. What do you think?
I don't think I am. I have a fetish for this thing doesn't mean I am.
It's actually interesting that we had 2 guys saying that no.
No, yeah, it's very, it blows my mind. Eh?
Even in the Bible, it's a sin, so you have to swallow it for it to be good. Wow!
Watch X Game every Friday night at 10 p.m. to catch all the excitement right here on MX24.
Hello?
It's been a great first year, from the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless and factual content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24. Or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless and factual content.
Women, especially mothers, are the very core of our existence. Our everyday progression is hinged on the success of their activities, whether they are managing a home, a business, or raising the next generation. This is the Talkative Mom Show, where I interact with hard-working women who are making an impact in society. I'm Eno Craigreen, your plug for everything motherhood, especially in today's generation of millennial moms. Join me on the Talkative Mom Show, where I interact with my guests, have fun conversations here on MX24.
It's sweet, sweet, sweet. How can it be?
They've got an awful lot of coffee in Brazil.
Listen, are you ready, Edma? And that's at the 1, a 2, a 3 to the 4. Edma in the building and Godwin Namboh here to be more. Yo, yeah, yeah. Hey, I want to steal somebody's rap. Can I rap? All right.
Welcome to the AM Club. MX24, we are home to fun, fearless and factual content 24/7. We bring you the most utmost of the
Welcome to my 37th station of imagination, where thoughts jump and summer sort of the birth of an idea. Summer is laughter. Conversations capture Kokonsa and try to give him to a pastor. Ahead of me, automobiles blow their trumpets like rapture. Hawkers follow suit by calling customers faster. As for me, yes, I'm writing a chapter or poetry lurking around the city of the bus stops, the bus blocks, Charlie goes flip-flop. My thoughts hip-hop to tip-top melodies going tick-tock. My words crisscross to poetry vehicles going tip-top. My words ziplock to keep them fresh and not wish watch, which watch. Create words and forms cubicles with ideas and verbs to create spoken word unusual. This poem is strange, but at the same time it's beautiful. Chaos making trends and also writing a musical. My poems are trotro minibuses with enthusiasm and flair. My poems crocodile drivers who flaunt the rules and don't care. Like the poem parked by the corner about Abe Cool. A driver's mate whose only dream is to stay cool. Be the hype man for the next superstar, so stay tuned as he rehearses for his future role like a cartoon. Oh, he screams like the wayside preacher, grabbing everyone's attention like Ghana must go. I've got poems at the station about people who sew kaftans and dresses, about people too known. There are unfinished poems about girls and their beauty, the kind that radiates and have men asking who is she. Who are these emotions pivoting on a better tomorrow? A man of pleasure. Their poems are long and short like letters. I'm still trying to understand the makings of the weather, like the unfinished poem of Fatima the bestseller, whose footsteps massage the ears of the butcher Della, causing his jaw to drop and reminisce about fella. His eyes are transfixed to her backside. Her back provides danger like a landslide, but he is stuck like a tracker to a GPS signal. Stuck like a tracker to a GPS signal. He is stuck like a tracker to a GPS signal. Hey, Saneba. There's also the poem of Tata, the Kayaye street porter, whose curves got lovers and spouses resetting their culture. Her curves and tight-fitting clothes are like a chisel to a porter, not letting go of money and admiring Ghana's daughters. There are visible poems of karma, juju, and love. Poems of Awuza Koko and Kiliwele at night. Poems of greed, disease, humility, leisure. I think also pleasure. In my 37th station of imagination, there are more poems than my eyes can see. Many are drunk with palm wine by the sea, brewed by disappointment, stung by bees. I does bask with the chaos and confusion of the people. Let's go home. Let's go home.
That was absolutely amazing.
Please, we have close. We are going. That's how we leave you on the show.
That
Guys,
was so
wow.
amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AM Club. Listen, that's why we do things differently here. We're having so much fun in the studio. And as you could rightly hear, I get excited when an artist comes into the studio. And more often when you hear of art, you think of actors, movies, musicians, painters. Nobody really talks about spoken word.
Exactly.
And to see our guest this morning going hard on the bars with, ladies and gentlemen, please, in studio, we have the one and only 100%. Woo! Can I hear the cheer? Woo!
Thank you. 100%. Welcome to the AM Club.
Thank you.
That was a beautiful performance. I was more basically blown away by the things that you were saying and how you were playing with the words as well. That just blew me away. But welcome once again.
Thank you so much.
And I like the swag as well. I was saying, is that part of the brand or?
That is part of the brand. Yes.
Wow. I love it. I love it.
I was telling you that he looks like a black Jew.
Yes, you did.
Black what?
A black Jew.
A black Jew.
Jew.
You know, you're actually right, even though that's not what I was going for. But I get what you're saying, yes.
But 100%,
yes.
First of all, you're extremely talented. And just take us through your journey, when it started, how long you've been doing it as well, and where you're heading to.
I've been doing poetry for a while. I mean, I started because of women. Love, I think most people start on that tangent. But when I had the privilege of studying in South Africa for my university.
Okay.
So when I got there, I joined a club and I saw the kind of poetry they're doing. And that's when I got introduced to spoken word. And I loved it so much. I said, you know what, I can do this as well.
Yeah.
So I dabbled in it since 2005 to 2010. I was writing poems, performing. When I came back to Ghana, I jumped into the scene. Halakasa is like the biggest spoken word, platform in Ghana, as far as I know. and I was with them jumping on their stage numerous times. I won their slam twice back to back. That saw me go to Kenya as a guest. I went back to South Africa, also new to perform. And to be very honest, from that time, 2017, I released an album that's more music and poetry. But as you know, life happens. I'm married. I've got kids. That takes its own interesting toll on you.
The conversation we had today.
Absolutely.
But I love this so much that I can't. Life wouldn't be life without me, expressing and sharing it with the world. So I think last year I had the opportunity to put a book together. And so this is what has seen me now coming out. Like me, I'm now coming out again, trying to jump on that bandwagon of promoting poetry out there. So these are poems, and that's the book over the Logoligi Locomotion from 2005 all the way to like now, collecting poems and just sharing that out there. Yeah.
Wow. Logoligi Locomotion.
Yeah.
Logoligi Locomotion.
What inspired this book?
Logo collection. Logoligi
Locomotion.
Hey.
It's a Peter Piper.
Yes, because I can't even
it's a tongue twister. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
What inspired this book?
That's amazing.
100%.
As I said, I've been writing and performing for a while. But when I looked at the poems that I've been collecting, I realized that my poetry, as you heard, Ghana is one of the things that are dear to my heart. So also is, Christianity, women, love. So you find these, and humor, I use a lot of humor within, at least humor within my poetry. So I put it all together. I was like, okay, what title can you give this book? And I was inspired by, I took away Okan's Logoligi Logarithms because somebody heard my poem and said, look, you remind me of this wonderful, Ghanaian poet. And I was thinking, Logoligi is pretty apt for the kind of poetry because life is up and down.
Exactly.
And also you realize that we're always moving. So that's where locomotion comes. But the kind of movement we are doing is crazy movement. That's the local motion in Ghana. We are moving, but it's crazy.
It's local.
Thank you. So you're putting it together. So it's a poem just telling about the up and down nature of life and the crazy way in which we are all moving, through it. So that's
brilliant.
Feel the high life, feel the house, feel the bounce, feel the unexplainable anointing, tickling your confidence to bust a move. Hey!
I just did that for that. If I sometimes about dancing.
Yes.
I
rhythm.
I want to dance.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, so when it comes to the poetry industry here in Ghana, would you say that is something that one should venture into it or is an industry that is still growing and we need to invest more into it?
I'll say your last point hits the nail right on the head. It's still growing. Everything is still growing, to be very honest. I don't think anybody has landed anywhere.
Absolutely.
But you are right in saying I think more attention needs to be put on it. I think that people like myself and all other poets out there should just you can't give up. I was looking back at where I started because I've been doing in Ghana for over 10 years now. I've been involved in the poetry space. And so somebody who see me now and think I just started, no, what you're seeing right now is an amalgamation of different experiences, failures, successes, to me being it's like, wow, it's so good. It's like, but there was a lot of work that came. It's not a shortcut thing. And I think if we keep moving on that tangent, we'll see something beautiful with poetry.
When amalgamation. And you give me this one where children vibes, hello, Paddy, I'm talking to you. Listen to me. That is the deal, man. But it's good to have you 100%. Time is fast spent, my goodness. We have to let you go. But if we want to find you on social media.
It's 100%. My name is spelled like Ghana people pronounce it 100. HONDRED and the percent together. You can find me on all social media, platforms.
And on YouTube as well.
Okay.
And where
can we actually but I was raised in Accra, so I affiliate.
And where can we purchase the book?
At the moment, by the end of the month, it should be at Vidya, it should be at Citrus. You can also get it at Gao Bookshop, that is on the way to Jowlu. From Reggie.
Nice one. Let's say big ups to everybody who's passed through the show this morning, shall we? Wednesday edition. I'd like to say a big thank you to Lifestyle Daily. Now, Ajekai Yebo had a conversation on whether having children is a must or a choice. And then
Old Fashion Wednesday, we had Linda Mensah who joined us and showed us how to draw eyebrows. It was good.
All the way here.
And
then,
for the
of course,
plug. Yes, we had the one and only 100%. Thank you very much for joining us on the AM Club. But that's about it for today's show. Tomorrow we're coming back with Throwback Thursday. You do not want to miss it. It's going to be fun. But my name is Edma Himalawe at Edma Lawe on all social media platforms.
And my name is Godwin Namboh at Godwin Namboh on all social media platforms. If you missed the show, we're on YouTube at MX24GH and all social media platforms at MX24GH. We'll leave you with a performance by the one and only 100. Let's rap. We want to rap. That's how we'll do. Give us something. Let's rap.
This is not necessarily the rap time, but let's see. But let's see how it goes.
Exactly.
Let's see how it goes.
Hey. It's the AM Club. Hey, hey, it's the AM Club. Listen, check it. Give us those words. Yes. Powerful. Yes. Hey.
Yes. Yes.
He said a pen is mightier than the sword, but is it mightier than the smartphone? Is social media a reflection of who we are in our own zone?